Hey everybody, it's Marty the JavaScript Party, and I'm doing another one of my quick 3JS ones, and this is a new material. I think it's got an interesting name. It's Lambert, a Lambert material. As you see, there's so many options in this one, and I don't really understand them. I don't understand tone mapped. I don't know what that would do if it was false versus true. Um, like if I make it false, hit save. Now we'll get the star when it comes back, but I made it blue. Let's wait for this thing to So yeah, I don't know what that did. I don't see anything. So let's change that back to true. A lot of these things don't really do anything unless I guess there might have been some kind of difference. I don't know. I don't know. It's not obvious to me. Dithering. Let's try dithering. Probably should dig into all of these. Um, I don't know. Maybe. Let's see. Maybe there's some kind of difference. I know that like with the candlestick mesh, you just can't really see a whole lot of details. Let's see. I guess what I wanted to actually look at was around, look at the candlestick around the x-axis. Yeah. You can't even really see that indentation that we built into there. Um, and then, yeah, so let's turn that, go back. I don't know what alpha test would be. We know what the side is. We know what opacity and transparency, those two go together. I don't think wireframe is any different than true, and for some reason fog is true. I don't know. That's weird. It's so funny. Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same as yesterday. Um, One of these things I noticed yesterday, I almost made a whole nother video about it, but like if you do this rotation, it's kind of cool. Like if you do that, and then if you do position and you have it so that you're in there. I think that's really neat. It was something I sort of ran across yesterday. I thought was kind of cool. Um, so anyways, wireframe, fog of false. Try that, false. Some of these might have to do with the way you work with shade, like different lights and stuff. Maybe this flight shading made me think of that. False. And then, yeah, that doesn't seem to do anything. And then this one was interesting, red, green. So if we have like a red emissive, I think that means that it will sort of the light will mix with the color and it kind of makes it pink. I don't know. I guess that works like with other, like if there were other blue things, but I mean, if there was other objects and they had different emissive colors, maybe that could lead to something cool. I don't know. I just don't, doesn't even make any sense to me at all. Let's go look at the code differences. It's not a lot if I remember correctly. I think we just added this new function. We told get material to return the Lambert material instead of the basic material. And then down here we added the whole Lambert material. That was really it. Up here, I think we added the light. Yeah, we added our ambient light. And that was it. So I don't think it is any different though. I think it's the same thing. So I don't think there's anything that interesting. Guess we should. I wonder if there's another inside of mesh. And the thing that's becoming very clear to me is that we should have like a, we probably should have a, like how we have this meshes. We should probably also, and then we have like get sphere mesh, but then it gets a geometry. And then We probably should have a geometries one, and then we should probably have a materials one, and it should have a list of things. That's probably how this will all end up playing out. Um, see, tube mesh. We definitely are doing sphere, tube, gear. Definitely doing star, triangle, square, middle. I don't think I want this. I don't even know what this does anymore. I think it was like for an animations. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And then our famous, the one I like, my favorite is this shrinking helix mesh, which see, this is actually oh, this returns a curve. Maybe there should be curves, a curves thing. Okay, so here is our lathe, our simple two lathe. So this will be a good one. And I think we try to get rid of these materials. That's important. And then down here we say get material. And that way everybody will have the same material. And now that's happy. And so we want our two lathe. I think our candlestick is the other lathe, but let's see, two lathe. I don't think it needs to be one, no spaces, but might as well stay with it. And then down here, we say if this mesh name if this was equal to two lathe, I believe it's two lathe, simple two lathe. I think that just ends up being like another. I don't remember. Can't remember. This is weird. Oh, dot bind. That's to tell it what the context is, because the two lathe won't be able to find anything in this. Like, it won't be able to find the mesh function or the get material function. All right, there, two lathe. There you are. I don't know what that. I don't even remember what that. Oh yeah, it's like a little cone type of thing. Yeah, that was really cool. Those were good times. Good times. All right, so that is that. Tomorrow, I think I'll want to dig a little bit more into. I mean, it would be nice to dig a lot more into the. Where's that material? Into like these things, at least maybe understand what the story is with emissive and emissive intensity, flat shading. I don't know if there's anything we can do with that. I suspect we need like the shade, like we need directional lights, not so that we can have shading. I don't know what the fog is. I think we could skip transparent opacity and wireframe since they were in the previous one. The side, I think we could skip that. Depth test, depth right. No idea what those are, so probably dig into that a little bit. Alpha test, dithering. So I could see us spending like maybe 3 more sessions on these options, but I could also see us being done with it and moving on to the next material after tomorrow. Anyways, happy coding, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.